Hey guys, welcome back. We have a special guest here today as well. So, I'm finally doing a tag video. I've been wanting to do one of these for so long and just haven't found the right tag going around. So, I finally found one and I'm really excited about it. It is called the Mid-Year Freakout Tag. And so you basically just talk about all the books that you've read in 2020 so far and ask you questions. Super fun. I'm really excited about it. I love watching tag videos. I think they're really fun and you get to kind of like learn about the person as well. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, I just have 14 questions here that I'm gonna go through, and I have a large stack of books beside me to talk about. So without further ado, let's get started. Can you look a little bit happier? Okay, so number one is best book you've read so far. Also, with all of these questions, I could have picked so many different books, but I did try and keep it just to one to make it easy on me. And oh my god, there's a lizard. Okay, so best book I've read so far is definitely All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. Fun fact, this is also the first book that I read in 2020. So this book is so near and dear to me. It's historical fiction during World War II based in France. And it is just such a beautiful, heart-wrenching, heartwarming story. I definitely recommend that you pick it up. I've talked about it in so many videos, but love this book. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Second question is best sequel you've read so far. Fun fact about me, I don't read series. That's just not what I enjoy. I'm very much just like read a standalone book and move on. Only series I've ever read are of course Harry Potter and Hunger Games. So I didn't really have one for this question, but I thought I would like try and pick something. So I picked Turtles All the Way Down by John Green because I've read John Green books before. So like I kind of tried to follow that and make it fit this question. This is also my favorite John Green book, so I'm just bringing it up again. You didn't ask for it, but here it is. Favorite sequel. There you go, answered it. Number 3, new release you haven't read yet, but want to. So, I have The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. I actually just picked this up last night, and I got 14 pages in and fell asleep. It's already like way different than what I thought it would be. I'm super excited to continue to read this, but yeah, this is like a really brand new release. Really looking forward to read through this one. Number 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Honestly, I don't really keep up with like books being released. I don't know, I just kind of like when books are out, I find them. I don't really look forward to new books being released. I did do some research though after looking at this question. I found My Wild Garden, Notes from a Writer's Eden. This is by Mir Shalev. I believe he's Israeli. But it sounds like such a cute book. He's like really into plants and he talks about them, and then he talks about the joy of living on Earth. It sounds so freaking cute, and the cover is what pulled me in. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it's out already maybe. That's my answer. I did do some research for that one. So My Wild Garden. Number 5 is the biggest disappointment. Honestly, I've had a few this year, but none will compare to An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I went into this so hopeful. It sounded so fun. Started it. I liked it in the beginning. My brain is just not able to handle sci-fi writing. It's just like, it's dumb to me. Don't judge me, I'm sorry. We all have our preferences. I'm not a sci-fi gal. I gave this book 2 stars. I just thought it was so weird. It just kept getting weirder and weirder, and I thought it would stop, and it never did. And it just kept making me more angry and frustrated, and so yeah. That was a huge disappointment because I really wanted to like it, and I know some people love it, and go you. Just not for me. Not my cup of tea. Not a sci-fi girl. Real big disappointment. Number 6 is the biggest surprise. I had quite a few surprises to choose from, but I decided to go with The Library of Legends by Janie Chang. This one was just so good. I guess that's why I was surprised, because it did have some like elements of magic, which I'm not that into, but it was so beautiful and just such great imagery and a great story. Love triangle, journey. It's beautiful. I highly recommend this book as well. I've talked about it before in some videos as well. So Library of Legends, I gave it 5 stars. I really, really loved this book, and it kind of came out of nowhere. I was not expecting to love this the way that I did. So, Library of Legends. Okay, number 7 is favorite new author. So, for this one, I chose Sue Monk Kidd. So she recently came out with the Book of Longings, gave this one 5 stars, absolutely loved it. And I was like, that name looks familiar, so I looked on my bookshelf. And she wrote The Secret Life of Bees, which I have yet to read. Like, I literally have it in my hands, and I've never read it. I just love the Book of Longings so much, and I loved her writing and her characters and just the development, the growth, the pace of the novel. It was just all there for me, and so yeah, I would like to read more of her books. She's like a really, really well-known author. I'd like to explore her stories and her books more. So I chose Sue Monk Kidd for that new author. It's like new to me. She's not like new, you know. Okay, number 8 is newest fictional crush. This one was pretty easy because my last book that I read was The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. Daniel, can we talk about him? I'm not gonna talk about it all because I don't want to like have spoilers, but he is just everything. He's just, you know, a good old country boy. Rough around the edges from Texas, living in Spain. He finds a girly and treats her right and respects her, and he is just so definitely Daniel from Fountains of Silence. I really loved him. He's into photography, like he just has it all. Love Daniel. I also loved this book. I gave it 4 stars. Just letting you know. Number 9 is newest favorite character, which I have a book for this one. I have The Giver of Stars because I tried to pick just one like lead female character from this book and I couldn't choose. So basically every single character in this book, they're all such strong women in different ways. At first I was gonna say Marjorie because she's like such a badass and just but I also think Alice like grew and matured and like found her voice, and there were just so many beautiful characters in this book. So every character in The Giver of Stars is my answer for that question. Okay, number 10 is book that made you cry. When do I not cry during a book? I seriously cry for almost every book. I was gonna say All the Light We Cannot See Again, but I just remembered The Two Lives of Lydia Bird by Josie Silver. I cried both from sadness and from joy. Oh my god, that lizard! Can you tell his eyes are following? Tears of sadness, tears of joy. It is so beautiful and like walks through the journey of loss so well. This like is hurting my heart even holding this book. It is so good. Read it. I think I gave it 4 stars. Definitely sobbed a lot during that one, not gonna lie to you. So number 11 is a book that made you happy. This is one of the only graphic novels I've ever read, but it is Sheets by Brenna Thumler. It's so cute. Graphic novels are just cute. They make you smile without even like trying. I don't know, it was just a really cute story and it made me really happy, and not much else to say about it. It just made me happy. So that's my pick for that one. Number 12 is the most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. So I went to Target the other night, don't we all? And I saw this book. I've seen it everywhere and I'm like, what is this? So I purchased it. So it's kind of hard to read, but it's The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. I think this was like under a graphic novel kind of thing, but it just has like the most beautiful illustrations and handwriting and pictures and message, and just everything about it is so beautiful. It also made me cry and it also made me happy. It's also a favorite new author. It like falls under a lot of categories in this tag. If you've not bought this, please buy it. Please buy it for all of your loved ones. It is such a feel-good book. You can read it if you're 8, you can read it if you're 80. That's what it says. It's just a book that I will cherish forever, and I literally got it 2 days ago. So definitely the most beautiful book I've bought so far this year. Like, the foiling, it's just amazing, incredible. Never been done before. Love this book. Okay, number 13 is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? I chose 2. I chose these because they're the biggest books, which are the most intimidating. Lovely War and The Nightingale. Talk about them in like every video I make. I have to read these, and I will read these, it's fine. Oh my god, also, BRB. I also just went to the used bookstore and got Call Me By Your Name by Andre Ackerman. Don't know how to say his last name, it's like Italian. I've heard too many people talk about this book. I love Timothée Chalamet. I want to read this before I watch the movie, so this is honestly going to be what I read after The Vanishing Half, probably. So, Call Me By Your Name. Also adding that to the list. Lastly, number 14 is favorite book community member. I have my classic booktubers that like I've watched literally since the beginning, like 7 years ago. But there are two new ones that I just started watching that I wanted to talk about. You already probably knew about them. First one is Noelle Gallagher, who I got this tag from. She is so funny. Like, I'll just sit there and watch her videos for hours and be like, how did this happen? She's so entertaining. I like seeing what she's reading because it's kind of what I'm into as well. Yeah, love her. And then Naya by Naya Reads and Smiles. She's the most joyous human I've ever seen. And I also love her bookshelves, like her new bookshelves. I'm definitely ordering one for my new apartment. And she's just using her voice and I just love her. And she makes me happy. And her videos are so fun to watch. So those are my two book community members I wanted to shout out. I've been really liking their content lately. They're new for me, so it's exciting. I love like finding new booktubers. I think it's really fun. That is it for my tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun like choosing the books for these questions, and I hope you guys liked it. Maybe you'll make a tag video as well. I'd love to see it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.